Many years ago, I came across a few lines in a book that I connected with. They were, "It's easy to judge, but you never know another person's heart, what gives them strength and what breaks them down." I have learned to listen more and speak less. The result has been eye-opening conversations and inspirational moments that I have shared with you right here. Hi, and welcome to Crystal One-on-One. I happen to be at Le Chateau, Brasserie Belge, and I'd like to welcome my guest today, the bubbly, very happy TV personality, radio personality, Lucky MBABAZI. Welcome!
Thank you!
How are you?
Good!
The back, like the
Thank you!
red lips.
I like your lips too.
And you work with Gaetano, you've been working
Yeah.
together how many years?
For Guy, I think we have been together for around 4 years.
Okay.
But I did work with Alex Indaula before, Salvador, and I've worked with quite a number.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Building new relationships with new co-hosts.
Yes, very hard sometimes.
Exactly. People don't appreciate that that's a really important skill.
It is, because you are, first of all, you're used to this person, you work with them every day. They become your maybe brother or father, whatever you want to call it. It's a great relationship. And then when you let them go, it's very emotional. And then they bring you somebody else, and then you have to learn them over and over again. I've always found that a challenge.
Building a new
building
relationship.
a new relationship to make it work. Because it's about chemistry. If you don't have it, you don't have a show,
Yeah.
period. So you have to create something good.
Altogether, how long have you been on radio?
Oh my God, I've been on radio forever. When people ask me that, I'm like, okay, they're going to start counting my years. I've been on radio since I was in university, hey. I started out in Tanzania.
Okay.
I worked for a small radio station called Times FM. From there, I moved to Magic FM, which was under Africa Media Group, where I also did a bit of TV on a TV called DTV, Dar es Salaam Television.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came back here, worked a bit on TV, TV WBS, and did another radio station. By then it was called Beat. Beat FM, which
Beat
is
FM,
now
yeah.
Uganda under Capital Radio.
Yes, yes.
And then KFM, and later on, it was a many years, man. Those are
Okay.
many years of radio.
Many years and many moves.
Many years of radio. I've been in the industry for, let me just say, for more than 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you started out in Tanzania.
Yes.
Did you grow up in Tanzania?
No, I did do my university there, University of Dar es Salaam.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But
Yes,
you were born in Uganda, raised in
born
Uganda.
and raised in Uganda, but I did have some family friends in Tanzania. So I decided to move over there. I would go for holidays. I love the country. It's a beautiful country. The people are very friendly.
Okay.
So I said, why not?
Okay.
And I stayed there for quite some time. I think about 4 years or 5. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense how you could make the transition to work there as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And where were you born?
Here, I was born in Zambia Hospital.
Zambia. Okay.
Zambia Hospital. I was born in Zambia Hospital, and to my mom, she's Farida MBABAZI, and my late father, Aruna MBABAZI, and we lived in Muyenga. Then we moved to Kasese because my dad kept on being transferred. Yes.
What did he do?
He was the manager of Hima Cement Factory, and then they also had Tororo Cement Factory, and they had offices in Kampala, and then they moved him to Hima, the actual factory. Yes.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
family up and went with daddy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
your mom?
We would move with my mom. Was a stay-home mom.
Okay.
Yeah, she was with us 24/7. I think she started working later on as we grew, but we always had our mom there. Yeah,
Okay.
which was lovely.
That was lovely.
Yeah, it was
Let's
cute.
see.
Yeah, it
How
was
many
really
were
nice.
you?
She
How
gave
many
us her
siblings?
time.
She gave you a hard time.
We-
Hard time or a hard time?
Hard time,
Oh.
hard time, like
Okay.
fully. We are about 11. You know, I come from a Muslim family.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so we are 11.
11.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like to say my mom's at this and my yeah, we're just 11.
Your siblings at the
Yeah,
end of
we're
the day.
siblings,
Also.
that's all. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
growing up, were you vivacious? I think that's a word that really describes her.
Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. Kind
what
of, sort
other
of.
stories have been told?
I've been told many stories. I was too much for my parents.
You know,
I
this
was
is the
very,
second
very
time you're saying
naughty.
too much.
Yeah,
You're
very
naughty.
naughty. Yes, I am a naughty person. I acknowledge that. I wear it like a badge of honor. I am the naughtiest person ever. Yes, stubborn, naughty, loud. But also very kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You don't have to saying all of those. Am I? At least
say
I'm
some
kind. Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
what are some of the stories that you were told? Naughty things that you did?
I did a lot of naughty things, but I remember this one thing I was bitten for. I was a teenager. My father used not to like us to go anywhere.
Okay.
So we would wait for him to go to work or go somewhere, and then we find our ways. So this one time, he clearly told us, you're not going anywhere. We're like, okay. But then I'd called my boyfriend and told him I was going to go over. So I dress up. I tell my sister, listen, I'm going to go out, but I'm sure I'm going to be back before Dad comes. Okay, so I dress up, I go see my boyfriend. When I came back, guy see a car there. Guy, he came early. So back door I passed. Kumbe, he's in the sitting room, but I thought he was in the room because when he would come, he would go to the room, freshen up and stuff like that. So my sister's like, go food there, when there? I'm like, why? Dad is already there. I was like, he probably doesn't even know that I was out. Kumbe, he was hearing me. He beat me up so bad.
Are you serious?
How
old were you at that time?
I think I must have been around 16 or something. Yeah. Beat me. Where have you been?
Come back like it was dark or?
No, it wasn't dark. It was during the day. Unusual. I think he decided let me go back home earlier. So I didn't think I had timed myself. I'm like before 5 he's not gonna be there. So yeah, he beat me up really bad for that. But we did other things like climbing trees. He never really. There's where we grew up in Kasese. It was called Rakingi. Rakingi is a beautiful place, by the way, behind in front of Mountain Rwenzori. So like literally where we were, you could see the mountains and all of that. There was a river called River Sebo. It was just near a place, like it's a forest, but there's a river there.
Yeah.
So every now and then, me and my siblings would go to swim.
Okay.
See, I can't swim. I would just wear swimming. Yeah.
Even now you can't swim?
Yeah, I was afraid of water. And put my feet there, and I'm like, yeah, I did swim. Like splash a bit of water. Yeah, I'm not really a water person. Anyway, so our dad warned us because it was very dangerous for us to do that. Never to go there. So one time, he comes back home, which is not so far away, and he asks where the kids. I think they told him we had gone to River Sebo. So he comes, we would leave our clothes there. He picked all of the clothes and walked off. Some of us sometimes we would swim without, with no swim. Then you just have your underwear. We walk of shame. We all had to walk. He beat us up. Butt naked.
But it sounds like the naughtiness comes from somewhere. I mean, which parent would think of that?
Yeah, exactly. It was our dad used to do that a lot. So he beat us up and told us never to go back to river. It was dangerous, but it was like an adventure.
Of course, yes.
There you are. And then
now as a parent, you know better.
I know better, and
But
now
when
I
you're a
understand.
child,
Yeah, I bet my kids will probably do the same thing to me. I hope not, because that place was very dangerous. We were crazy. My dad, now that I'm grown, I think about it, I'm like, this guy used not to get, free time to do stuff for himself. We were always doing something crazy. Then watching movies, because our cousins, we had a really big place. So our cousins would come over the holidays. So it was packed, fully packed.
Nice.
And you have kids of different ages. You'll have 20-year-olds, many, 16-year-olds, many, then 5-year-olds. And then I remember this one time, told us he needs to sleep, he's tired. No movies. Allah. So I would wait when he's closed his room, and then we just, okay, let's go watch a movie. Then you get excited. The movie is nice. And then you start screaming.
You forget. You're supposed to be quiet.
He opened the door. See, the thing with his door, it was very loud when he was opening it. We would tell that now he's coming for us. In the room, the guy was like, I've had enough. He got a basin of water. And he came to our rooms. Chip, chip. I was like, I know you're awake. I'll never forget that thing. I was like, my dad was really mad. And then my brothers who ran out
So he poured water on
us.
in your bed?
Yeah, in our beds. He was like,
Wow.
I've had enough of you kids. And we were like, oh. We came out, we were like, okay, maybe we'll never do this again. But we did it all over again.
No,
My dad had a rough time, yes. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
And
It
your
was crazy.
mom? Was your mom
My
the
mom was
calm
very,
one?
very calm. My
So
mom
he was
very
very,
calm.
very strict.
My dad was strict. My mom very calm. Strict, but calm. Probably won't beat you up, but she'll give you the eye. You know that mom eye, and you're like, okay, you know, that kind of
It's
thing.
coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
She's different. My mom is very quiet. She's a quiet person. Yeah.
Okay, all right. As a parent, I mean, you just talked about your dad would beat you. He would
Yeah.
beat you. He would beat you.
Yeah.
And you know, times have changed. Do you beat your kids? I have
Some,
to ask you, do you
when
beat
I
them?
must, when something is, I will do that. I'm not going to be the old times have changed. I do believe really if you spare the rod, you actually spoil a child.
Yeah.
So they need to know it's not every day that it's going to happen, but if you're naughty at that level, yeah, you're getting beaten somehow.
Chopper.
You chop up, but then you don't, as long as you chop and you don't cause any injuries, any
Yes.
physical injuries, any marks, because when you cause marks, and that shows that you're being extreme,
Yeah.
you know, but a little bit of, because that's when they know now mom is really, really, really mad.
mad.
Yeah.
And
So once in a while,
but as long as
You
they know
get
what
it.
they've done.
African
'Cause
child.
I can remember sometimes you didn't even know why you were being beaten. You'd
our
just be like,
parents were
"Wah!"
different.
You're like,
Why? Our parents would just whoop you up for nothing, even for just being you. You know, yeah. Times have changed, but they shouldn't be that changed. You know, there's certain things that we should carry on from our parents.
No, but also the thing about parenting is everyone has to figure it out.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You have 4?
Yes, I have 2 boys, 2 girls. I didn't plan for it. I was lucky, I guess, and you know, God blessed me with that number: 2 girls, 2 boys. Now I'm even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself having more kids?
No, hell no, no! Don't you say kids again? No, I don't want to have any more kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is your youngest?
He's about 3 and 9 months.
3
Almost
and 9
4.
months. Your oldest is 13.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's been a bit of spacing between all of them.
6 going on 7, 13 going on 14, 9 going on 10, and then you have 3 going on 4. Yeah.
I know
lot
you've
of
heard it a
space.
lot of times, but you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah?
You look
Embrace
fabulous
it.
too.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Flat stomach.
Yeah.
You look after yourself. Wondering, what do you do to keep in shape?
I do
Work
a lot
out?
of things. I do a lot of things.
Do you go to the gym? Do you?
No, I don't go to the gym because I'm a lazy person. The whole dressing up and carrying a bag, and there you are, I'm heading to the gym. It's crazy. So I try to find something that I can do at home because it's more convenient. It's my space. You know, I don't have to worry about things. You know, my butt being out and people are looking at that. So I got myself what do they call them? The yoga mat. Got myself a yoga mat. I have my sneakers on. I go to YouTube, see different workouts for different different workouts for different body parts. So what do you do if you want your arms toned? What do you do if you want a flat stomach? So I watch those and I actually do them.
But that's a lot of, I mean, you have to be self-motivated and
Yes.
disciplined to do it at home. That's why people drag the bag all the way to the gym because they want someone to yell at them.
So it's discipline. If you want something, Crystal, if you want to get something, if you don't work on it, how are you going to get it? I've never really liked to be out of shape. And I know if I don't work on it, I'm going to be out of shape, hey? So it's discipline. I work out 5 times for 45 minutes a week, and then I rest for 2 days. That's a lot of
making
resting.
the rest of us look bad. You're
Not
making
really,
us look
not
bad.
really. It wasn't always like that, you know. But then I said to myself, I don't like to depend on people. That's why I don't have workout partners.
Okay.
Because they disappoint you. Then she doesn't show up. Then you don't feel like working out because she didn't show up. It's just me. I wake up, get my mat, and I'm like, I have 45 minutes. I'm going to do the stomach. I'm going to work on my legs, work on my arms, you know, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, 45 minutes and you're good.
And you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
5 times, actually, they say even 3 times a week, it's good enough. So 5 is,
Yeah.
is impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
if you want, you see, with exercise, you have to be consistent if you want your body to remain in that, you know. So 5 times is actually what you should be doing.
Okay.
Especially for people who are just starting, 5 times is good. You rest
Okay.
for 2 days and work out the rest of the days. If you're eating, Crystal, you should be exercising,
I
period.
know.
That's what I tell people. Do you ever ask me, do I ever miss a meal? No, I eat. So that means the body also needs a workout.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. Okay. So you said there was a time you weren't always big on working out.
I wasn't always big on working out, but I was
What was
always
the thing that made you decide on that?
because I was growing older, Crystal. Then I realized,
Your metabolism
okay,
was slowing
yeah,
down.
everything, this stuff slows down, and I do read a lot about health and stuff. And then I host a health show. So how are you gonna host a health show if you're out of shape? No, don't get me wrong. Sometimes when doctors come, I'm like, really, doc? Shape? I mean, you know, we're doing a health show.
But doctors have the worst habits.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like chain smokers
Uh-huh.
and drinkers, and you're like,
But
and they're
yeah.
sitting there saying, "No, you have to stop
yeah,
smoking."
you have to do exercise for 30 minutes. I'm looking at his stomach. I'm like, really? Are people going to believe us? So I wanted people to have that believability. If I'm there and I look healthy and I look like I work out, it's easier for you to trust me with the information that I'm giving you.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, it's also work to you know, like to keep in shape. It's part of my work.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about Jennifer Lopez at some point. I mean, she's
Uh-huh.
49 and
Those people
but it's like, but it's
inspire me a
also part
lot.
of her job. It is her job to look like that.
You have to look like that. I mean, you see a lot of these actors and Hollywood stars, and because they know their bodies work, they have to work. But really, you also feel good about it.
Yes.
If you dress up a certain way and look good, you feel good about
And also
yourself.
the exercise.
Self-esteem.
I mean,
Yeah.
exercise releases what's the hormone? That feel-good hormone that's the
but,
same as
no.
Is it oxytocin?
Yeah.
oxytocin.
I'm also forgetting. Oxytocin.
But
or
it's
something,
you get
yeah.
the feeling like when you eat chocolate or do other things.
Yeah,
apparently.
chocolate. Chocolate, yeah.
We'll stick
does
with the
that.
chocolate, not
No,
other
but I
things that
do.
make you feel good.
I do a lot of chocolate as well.
Oh, you have a sweet tooth.
I have a sweet tooth.
Uh-huh.
But I try to, as I grow older, yes, I try to,
To moderate.
but I do. I eat everything. I am not really somebody who limits herself. I'm not good at diets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
won't find me.
will you have like? Do you try to like stay away from oily food?
No.
So you eat your chips?
No. Thank God I don't eat Irish potatoes. So fries for me, it's a thing from when I was a child.
Is it like
Yeah.
an allergy? Or?
No. It's nothing. I just don't eat them.
You don't like Irish potatoes?
No.
I'm sorry.
Which is weird.
I just think of all like the million things you can do with Irish potatoes.
I know, I don't eat them. So that means I stay away from junk most of the time. Because here, most of the stuff is served with chips. That's what they call them, the
Yes,
fries. So yeah, I find myself, I'm more drawn to traditional foods than
okay.
junk.
So you like your rice, your
Rice.
your groundnuts.
I'm a
What's your
Muslim.
favorite
Pilau.
pilau?
Pilau, biryani. I love a lot of Indian foods. Yeah, that would be my favorite. I love chapati, naans and all of that. So I eat a lot of that as well.
Can you make a mean pilau?
Yes, I can. I make good pilau.
Okay.
Yeah, good
All right.
pilau. I think for people who listen to our show on Capital, Gaetano is always asking me to send him pilau. 'Cause
Okay.
I've done that before. Oh my God, could you please? Yeah,
Okay.
I cook. I know
All
how to
right.
cook.
You
Yeah.
like to cook.
I don't like it, but I know how to.
I love the honesty. There are a lot. And this is the thing, by the way. There are a lot of women who will be like, I don't like to cook,
Yeah.
but I will.
But you have to, yeah. I can cook some really good food. I hate cooking. I don't.
What?
I only do it if I must.
The onions, cutting
The
onions,
onions and then the
tomatoes.
what? You know, cooking is also patience. You know, you gotta
you're
be patient.
impatient.
Oh, you throw in the onions. I'm impatient. For how many minutes? Then they have to turn brown.
Well, then you should learn the one pot dishes or just the roast in the oven. You just put everything in there.
Everything in there.
Come back after 45
But then
minutes.
if I want biryani and you know I have to wait for the onions and put this and that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do cook. What do you do? What do you? I mean, I'm saying, what do you do? You're married. You have kids. people must eat, you know, and sometimes they want mommy's food. Yeah. But I tell them it's not going to be every day. Mommy,
once in a while.
Once in a while, I'll cook up something.
Okay.
You know, but I try to cook as much as I can. I don't like it, but I do.
Okay.